Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Virgo collective reading for July 2022. I just want to say thank you for supporting my channel and I hope that everybody is doing well. Please stay safe because I know there's some really crazy things going on right now. And with all the different shifts in the planets, a lot of things are coming up for people and people are responding in very um, interesting ways. So be safe and enjoy your 4th of July weekend. Have some fun. But let's go ahead and get started. So here, we've done a tarot spread over here, and then we have some oracle messages for clarification. So let's go ahead and get started. Center energy, Two of Pentacles. I'm in here. This looks more to me like not a juggling act, but more like a balancing act for, um, whoever this message is for. Crowning energy is Seven of Pentacles. Looking back at the time and the energy and everything that you invested into a particular situation. What's undermining you is the Seven of Wands, ready to defend something. Maybe that's yourself, maybe it's another person. I'm not totally sure, but we'll probably get some clarification. But I want to say, honestly, it looks like this person wants to defend themselves, or they could be defensive if you want to look at it like that. Five of Cups here is what led up to this. So you see here where she's, the mermaid sitting on the rock by herself. She's, very hurt by whatever the situation is. Very, not understanding what happened here, but very hurt by it. And then the outcome energy is your King of Swords. So really just wanting the truth at this point, wanting to understand really what happened here. Perhaps get some closure so that they can move on. Because there's some other messages we'll go over in just a moment about moving on as well. In fact, this is the Rainbow Oracle, my favorite deck here. And this talks about moving on. So you see how she has her back towards the world, towards the situation. She's sitting in the sun, she's sitting by the water, trying to gather herself, trying to go within and trying to build up the strength, the stamina to move forward. Next, you have Artisan. And this is to me as somebody who is very, very intuitive, very creative. And what I find interesting is the hands here. So this is somebody, of course, it says artisan. So this is somebody who's very creative, but very artistic in some kind of way. What it says here is the resourceful self-made artisan brings attention to detail and follows through to the best of his ability. So this is really you moving forward, and doing the best you can with what life throws at you, um, and just really wanting to try to be the best person that you can be, regardless of what has happened. What I like here is this is the light weaver. And this is someone who is fully lit up with their spiritual relationship, with their intuition. They are an individual who is authentically light, as far as their energy. And even though they go through their trials and tribulations, even though they've gone through many heartbreaks in their life, they will always come back to their authentic self after they heal. So to me, the light that represents, around the crown here, but also her eyes and the brightness of her eyes. She is going to see her way through the situation, and be okay regardless. It says here, you are the weaver of light, creating new paths to joy. Weave your magic into the world. And so she has really decided through this heartbreak, through this pain, to learn and grow, and continue on the journey to becoming her authentic self. Next, we have explore. A soul adventure calls you explore the uncharted waters of your inner and outer world. And this is what also, to me, this goes back to the Seven Pentacles card, where you're, taking stock of your life, taking, looking very introspectively at what has happened through the years, what has gone on, your part in it, really just really doing a deep dive on some things to learn and to grow, because this experience has really been a catalyst for this person to go within, and do some serious introspection, but also a really, really honest look at the situations and everything that happened in every one of them, from childhood up to this present moment. And gain some very valuable wisdom and insight along the way. Here we have transformation, and I love the beauty in these cards. I love rainbows anyway, but it's just beautiful, the imagery here. Again, to me, this is like a crown of some sort, and I see these as like wings kind of thing. Almost a little bit angelic is what I see. Or these could be butterflies too, because I see that as well. But very natural, very spiritual individual here, going through this transformation, again, through this introspection, through this pain. It has been the catalyst for immense growth in this individual. Now we have creative engineer. And to me, again, all of these cards are very, very clear in the fact that the person has gone in, and has had a very ascended kind of relationship with spirit along this journey as well. And so when they are trying to understand things, they are in a deep contemplation in their relationship with spirit during, meditation, going within. And so this says here, you have creative intelligence capable of multiple solutions. So this particular individual loves to understand things, and so they will think about things until they come up to some kind of understanding about it, so that they can do two things: get the lesson, and understand and get the wisdom. It's one thing to get the lesson, but it's another to get the wisdom from it. And you only gain the wisdom once you have gone through the pain and healed it. That's when you can move forward with wisdom. So this transformative journey for the person involved that I'm speaking to here has been a very, very intense one, to say the least. Next, we have the Mystical Journey Oracle, and we have 27, which is, a 9, which is redemption. And again, you've gone through this transformation. You've been redeemed by spirit, and you feel more authentically you than maybe perhaps you have in a very long time. Now we have being bound. Now, what I thought was interesting, there were parts of this journey that the person I'm speaking to has felt very bound in this situation. And I believe that was due to both internal and external forces, some things that they had to heal within themselves, but also external forces that were involved. But here, this to me reminds me of I want to say it's the is it the Eight of Swords? Is that the one that has the imagery on it where you look like you're tied up, but you can actually get out of it, kind of thing? And that's what this reminds me of. It doesn't look like these bounds are so tight and so tightly wound that this individual can't get out of them. But this to me speaks of a mental bondage, not a physical one. Here we have the inner child, and that also is part of the mental bondage that had to be addressed in this introspective journey that this person had to take. Um, and so they really had to go back to the beginning. They had to understand some things. And the key point when you do this kind of introspective thought process, and you're really looking at your life, and you're looking at, how did this happen? Where did this come from? Kind of thing. You really have to do it in such a way that you don't try to think you still have something to learn. Because I think what happened here is when this introspective journey started, and the review of this individual's life was occurring, they started thinking that they hadn't healed the things that they thought they had healed. So then they started, trying to heal it all over again. But luckily, their ancestors, their spirit guides were like, hey, no, we just want you to review some things. We want you to pick up the wisdom from it, not the pain. You've already healed that, so don't try to pick it back up, kind of thing. And it was a pretty interesting experience. Next, we have the eternal self, and really just understanding, your relationship with spirit, and really, stepping into who you are authentically, um, and not being ashamed, and not being, held back anymore due to other people's judgments, and all that, including your own judgments. Because when the world judges you, then you turn around and judge yourself. And so that was an important lesson as well. Here we have taking back your power. And this is really, again, part of it's right underneath that transformation card. So this is really about, standing in who you are, your authenticity. You know who you are. But, when you go through life, you have all kinds of things, judgments, and all kinds of situations and everything that happens to you, and it just piles on top of your authentic self. And then you have to clear that to get back to your authentic self. So that's really the whole point of this journey. And then also, the discovering that, you know, um, the healing hands kind of thing, that your hands, that you are a healer for one, but also that your hands are very pivotal in helping people to heal. So you might be someone who can do Reiki, energy healing, or just, basically, you have a lot of power in your hands, is also the other message that's coming through with that. Next, we have the Opal Oracle cards. And the first message is wonder. Be open and curious. And again, that's that introspection. And it also is telling you about going back to your inner child and having that fun, curious kind of uh, uh, attitude again, about life. Taking the wisdom from your lessons, but having the curiosity and the fun, creative imagination that a child has, and balancing that so that you can have some more fun in your life, because you've had a lot of things put on you in your life, through all of the experiences and the lessons that you've worked through. And you sort of have really allowed life to weigh you down. And so that has taken part of that authenticity in your energy away. And so this whole transformation was to bring that back. Now, here we have choose your own adventure, choice. You always have choice when deciding how to respond to a situation. Choose well, use your courage and wisdom to serve the greatest good. So you have some kind of decision coming up, and maybe that's what that Two of Pentacles was about, but it looked more like it was a balancing act and not a juggling act on that card to me. Um, I didn't read the wonder card, so let me go back and read that. Open yourself to wonderment and feeling of awe in a space of openness and childlike curiosities. Miracles happen and solutions to challenges emerge. So really stepping into that energy allows you to see things from a new perspective, kind of thing, is what I'm getting from that card. And then here we have the faith card. So that definitely is speaking about having hope and faith and trust in spirit at this time. Trust and believe, right? Faith, it is time to have faith and believe that everything will work out for the best. Trust yourself and know that you will make the right decisions, because that's part of this too that's been very, very hard and very difficult. There's been a lot of confusion in this situation. there has been a lot of, you're not sure what to believe and who to trust, because you have really had your foundation rocked by this situation. And you are just doing the best that you can from day to day. Um, Next, we have moving on. Better times are ahead. So you're coming out of this Five of Cups over here, this hurt, this pain, this sadness. You've gone through quite a bit to really come to a solid foundation for yourself. You're healing. You're not totally healed, but you are healing. And so you're feeling good, and you just want to move on from the past. You want to move on from the pain, and you're ready for the good things to come, because you feel like you have been through the ringer for a very long time. And it's not just this particular situation, but your entire life, and you're tired. You're very tired. Um, so here we have, it may be time to detach from a situation that is no longer serving you, as one phase of your life is ending, another better phase is beginning. So, you may need to, just move on and walk away from the situation, because you don't have any more time that you want to waste waiting for somebody to come in who may not ever come in, who's for whatever reason isn't choosing you, and you're deciding that, you know what, I want to move forward. I don't want to carry any baggage with me. I'm tired of games. I'm tired of all this foolishness, this pain. I'm tired of all of it. I want to live my life, and I want to be happy, and I want to have the things that, spirit says are for me. And that is to, walk in the light, and to have the abundance, and to, have the kind of life that you've always dreamed of. That's what you're doing when you move on. And in doing so, you have inspiration. Harness creative energy. And it takes me back to this artisan card. It also takes me back to the creative engineer. Where's the other one? Taking back your power, the wonder, even the faith card. Um, Inspiration is an energizing creative force. Surround yourself with people. Imaginative and innovative thinking is contagious. And that's that, speaking to the synergy that you get when you work with other people, and you just have this energy that comes into the conversation, and you just, the ideas are coming, and everybody is just like so excited by it. It's such a, great feeling, to be in those kind of conversations with folks. So that's what you're looking forward to as you move forward. You want to be around people that are like you, and understand you, and get you, and don't judge you. And it's really all about trying to make this world better, trying to help people, trying to uplift people. That's really what you're about. And you're not about all of this other stuff. This is just not who you are. So here we have learn as you live. And again, that's that wisdom. That's that introspection. You went through all of those life review, if you will, to pick up the seeds that have been planted along the way, that were left in those particular times. And now you're bringing it all back to you, so that as you move forward, you're fully armed and ready. You've got the lessons. Okay. So here we have, find the lessons to be learned from your current situation. Do so without guilt or shame, and know that this newly acquired wisdom empowers you. So again, you're picking up the lessons and the wisdom that goes along with it, and you are leaving the rest behind, because it's too heavy to carry, and you're tired of being weighed down by the world and all the terrible things that people do to one another. So you're really just moving forward in your authenticity, and you're stepping back into your joy, your peace, and your happiness again. Here we have the truth. These are the divine inspiration cards here. Let me see if I can pick it up even. Up. Here we have truth. Always be true with yourself and all others involved in the current situation. So this is standing your truth and accepting the truth for what it is. Next we have smile. Cheer others up with a smile. A smile goes a long way. So here this is about, shining your light, being your authentic, light-hearted self. This is who you are anyway. You talk to people all the time. You try to make people smile. Because you can pick up when people are down. You pick up all of that energy. Next, we have peace. Have peace within yourself. Release any worries to the angels. So this is about you, letting the burden go and letting the angels take it away from you, because this has been a very difficult journey and lesson here. Miracles. A prayer can bring miracles. So whatever form of communication you have with spirit is encouraged at this time, whether that's through prayer, you know, meditation, however you speak to spirit, that's really encouraged at this time. Enjoy every moment of your life. And this is really being grateful for the lessons, painful though they are. They still help you learn. They still help you grow. And then again, they get you one step closer to your goal, which is really being your authentic self. Heart. Open your heart to love. If you want love in your life, you're really going to have to open your heart, because you need to be in a place to receive it. If you have a closed heart, people can come to you all day long, but you will not be in a place to genuinely um, connect, because your heart will be closed. And something else that came to me to say too is make sure that your heart is open, because the blessings that spirit has for you, they will not come to you until you open your heart, because your heart is the place of receiving. And it's not only love, it's about anything. Your blessing, it comes from an open heart. And then the last one is kindness. Being kind to yourself will help you realize the potential within. And at this time, you're being very encouraged greatly to nurture yourself, be kind to yourself, get plenty of rest, drink plenty of water, meditate, do yoga, do those things that bring you a great sense of peace, that allow you to connect to spirit, so that you can be replenished. Because this has been a very, very difficult journey, and you are really, really tired. So get plenty of rest, because I can feel your weariness in my body right now. And so you've been through a lot. So I really do hope that this helps you, Virgo, as you move forward to being your authentic self, to take your power back, learn the wisdom from the lessons, and step into your authenticity so you can live the life that you want to live. Much love and light, Lady T.